feel like I haven't filmed a video in so long. Like I'm forgetting how to do this. Not that I knew how to do it before, but
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think I'm losing my mind.
hello, people of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. So sorry it has been so long since I have last uploaded. I filmed an entire video, edited an entire video, and decided that I looked ugly and didn't want to post it. So here we are. So I'm also going to scratch the whole premise of the last video, which like we don't need to know about because it's kind of a mess. But today we are going to be doing kind of like a continuation thing of my Tana Turns 21 series, which like y'all seem to like, I guess. I don't know. I say it's a continuation,
but that's a lie.
I'm not going to be watching Tana Turns 21. It just really got boring to watch and I did not want to sit through that anymore. So we are going to be reacting to something else, something that hopefully will keep me a little bit more on my toes, you know what I'm saying? It just got really repetitive and I just couldn't think of anything else to say. And like when I have original thoughts, those aren't even funny, but then when I'm seeing the same thing over and over again and I have to come up with new things, yikes, no one wants to see that hot mess. So instead, today, in a good old-fashioned little nod to one of my favorite YouTubers, I don't know why I did that, Curtis Connor, I'm going to be reacting to this internet game show thing by 17 magazine called Bestie Picks Bae, and I say this as a nod because Curtis has a series on his channel with his friend Drew where they react to this cringy dating show, and it's really freaking funny. Like if you want to see some good quality reacting to this series, go watch theirs. Probably watch mine first because then your expectations will be like lowered, and then when you watch them it'll like, yeah. But in honor of that, we're gonna be reacting to a different episode today. Damn, these are getting like 5 million views. This has to be because of Curtis, right? Because there's no way this video got 9.2 million views, unironically. Let's do this one. 4.5 million views. I let my squad pick my boyfriend.
A few good ones
Me too,
here.
me too. No, I mean, you're all great, but for my friend Alexis.
Great potential.
Yeah.
Alexis will love you.
That was so awkward. While they're doing this, it's completely silent. So just imagine that clip, but dead silence. And then after like they finish filming, it's like while they're waiting for the next thing, it's dead silence. There's no music. Like they add that in after. It's
I'm Alexis, and my best friends are going to choose what guy I should date.
why do they kind of all look the exact same? Like, tell me that's not the same person, just like 4 times. Like, that girl has blonde hair, and that's where the difference ends. Other than that, like, quadruplets.
Alexis is very trendy, but also very quirky. Like, she's different, but in a very good way.
I'm not like other girls.
Oh my god, that's like exactly the meme. She's like trendy, but she's also quirky.
I think for her, I would definitely pick someone that's like pretty trendy. They kind of give off like that LA or New York vibe because she's kind of a mix of both. Very like stylish, you know, likes music and you know, like that.
I hate the person that she's describing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's like describing you, but you're boring.
You're boring.
The guys I like would probably be like musicians or like artsy people who like have good senses of style. I like people who play guitar. I also like guys who are like tall, dirty blonde hair. Let's go find you a man.
I'm McGuire, and I like to cook.
This kid legit is named McGuire. Is this the 1920s? I didn't realize, sorry.
I'm Quentin, I love to travel.
My name is Scott, and I'm lactose intolerant, so there's that.
They're asked to give interesting facts, and this kid sits here and gives her an allergy. Like, yeah, I can't have dairy. Yeah, it's the only interesting thing about me. That's what I want you to know right off the bat. It defines my personality. I can't have ice cream. I want to be on the show. I was talking about how cringy it was. I want to be on it now.
My name is Matthew, and I make my own music and design all of my clothes.
That's kind of cool. That's Matthew.
I'm Eli, and I really like all forms of art, singing, music, all of it.
He's giving me weird vibes right now, bro.
Weird vibes.
Like, he's looking straight ahead, but then his eyes are going like this. I don't know, and it's something about his voice. It just makes me want to go like, you know that feeling.
Hi, my name is Chris Milo, and I do like international ballroom dancing. And if Alexis can dance, that would be wonderful. But if she can't, I would love to teach her. So.
Okay, but this kid is 15, and then there's some other kid, like I think there was an 18-year-old, maybe there was two, and this kid is 15. Like, imagine being up there like a
Full-grown ass adult.
You're 18, you can vote, at least in Canada, I don't know about the United States, and then there's a 15-year-old. Like, to put this in perspective, this kid is in grade 10. He's a sophomore in high school, and you are an adult. What are you doing here, man?
I'm Billy. I play violin and guitar.
Ooh, imagine your voice cracked on the first moment of being on a video with 4.5 million views and your voice cracks. Couldn't be me.
So if Alexis has any songs she likes, you can get some live action.
I'm Alex, and I like to work out and be on the beach.
I liked the musician stuff. That was really cool. The beach thing was really cool. Also lactose intolerant. Same. I'm dairy free, so yeah, that was good.
Okay, I take it back. Match made in heaven. I mean, I hear that a lot of people who are lactose intolerant just like suffer through the consequences and like eat all that dairy shit anyway. So like, if they're craving dairy, they can do it together and suffer together. Couple goals.
So, do you guys like scary movies? And if so, you do, what type of scary movies?
I love scary movies. I can definitely sit down and watch a scary movie alone.
Kick this kid out right now. He's a psychopath.
So why do you call me and tell me you want me back? You maniac.
How do you watch scary movies by yourself?
I would say scary movies, Conjuring, like all the other like the rated R scary movies. I watch it alone sometimes, but it's not a good idea.
Like Scary Movie 1, 2 through, 17 or something? And
I'm a big fan of scary movies, but specifically the ones that require you to think a little bit, that psychological thriller type stuff.
Dude, this guy's the coolest person I've ever met. I want to be on this show, and he better be on it for mine too, because I would pick him in a heartbeat. I guess I'm not the one who picks him, but like if anybody I know actually knows me, like Matthew.
I like scary movies just because scary movies makes you want to be with someone, because it's scary.
I love watching scary movies, right? But I definitely am not the bravest, so I think it would be good to watch with someone. That would be like a solid bonding experience.
I like scary movies to a certain extent.
I don't like creepy movies, like The Conjuring. I like funny, scary movies like Scream.
She doesn't love them. Specifically, she doesn't really like the ones like The Conjuring or like The Shining.
Doesn't like the ones that come at you.
Yeah.
Why ask a question like that? Okay, wait.
What?
Why ask a question like that if she doesn't like them? Like, I would understand if it was like a deal breaker if like the other person didn't like scary movies and like she really likes scary movies and like that's what she wants to do. But if she like doesn't, automatically people are gonna be like, oh yeah, like guys like scary movies, even if they don't really, because like the show, like they are trying to win, it's a strategy. But then also, even if they genuinely like scary movies and she doesn't, it doesn't mean that he has to watch them with her. Like, I don't get it. That was a stupid question.
I mean, the moment she said she didn't like horror movies, I was like, yeah, I'ma eliminate myself. Come on, horror movies?
Personally, I think McGuire, just because he said that he would like watch it alone, and I think that's definitely not Alexis's thing. What would your ideal first date be?
Well, I'd probably say go to dinner, maybe a movie, or like maybe like a show, like a play or something, and then I don't know.
The look of absolute disgust on her face when he said like go to a play. She went like, oh, she did not like that. You have made a mistake, dude, whose name I forget. The only names I remembered were McGuire and Matthew, so that's as far as we're gonna get.
We're just talking about art museum, so art museum, then a nice fancy dinner, maybe walk around Central Park, listening to all the oldies, you know.
I just gotta say, he's... I don't know, I like that hairstyle. It's just... he's hot, okay?
My ideal first date would be something a little more chill. I would like to go maybe on like a picnic or just something out with nature and just maybe late at night and look at the stars, something admire a little bit of the nature that we do have.
I would maybe go on some sort of activity, but it really matters what she prefers. I don't know, I would maybe go see a movie or go to a nice dinner. I don't know, whatever she wants.
That's such a cop-out answer. You know, whatever she likes. That's like the most annoying shit. Like, I know I probably do the same thing, but like if a guy asks like, I don't care, like whatever you want to do. Like, no, I want to know what you want to do. I am not decisive. I don't have any opinions. Give me yours.
I would take her to Mickey D's, and if we hit it off, I'll bring her to Wendy's. But no.
You could hear at the end of the answer, he goes like, but no. But they just move on. They don't let him correct it. Oh, he probably had like a serious answer after that, but they're just not letting him say that. Like, he's gonna go down as the bring you on a first date to McDonald's. That's his legacy now. That's what I think of him as.
I would want to do something, like some kind of activity first probably, and then go out to dinner, because then you can actually like talk about it, and like that's pretty interesting, because you can see, yeah, so maybe like a movie or a museum, and then out to dinner somewhere.
I'd probably get to know her first, and then I'd bring her to dinner at the night.
All of these answers were way better than mine, so like, yeah, good answers.
Alexis's ideal first date is something adventurous like a carnival. She loves carnivals.
And her not ideal first date, the only thing she said that she definitely would not want to do is go to a movie.
I could have like gone into detail a little bit more about myself, you know, but...
Gone into detail a little bit more about himself on an answer about an ideal first date. Honey, your personality isn't that good that it would save an entirely nonsensical answer. What is your ideal first date? Well, I like the Pittsburgh Penguins hockey team, and my favorite color is blue, and my favorite food is fettuccine alfredo, and I take her to a movie. Then he'd be fine. Then he wouldn't be eliminated, you know? Perfect strategy.
Perfect.
Should we confer too?
Okay,
let's just continue.
Okay. So, boys, what type of genre of music do you like?
If you want, give like a specific artist if you think that like describes you.
Like, I'm like a big Schoolboy Q fan, but then like when I'm studying, I listen to like Dick Hyman, who's like an old classical pianist. Then like Jimi Hendrix, of course, all bands from like the 60s or 70s.
I'm sorry, like, listen to whatever you want. It doesn't define you as a person, but douche. I'm just kidding, that's really mean.
I listen to a lot of like pop. I like soft stuff, not necessarily like pop, the stuff you hear on the radio, but stuff like romantic type stuff. Pop stuff you...
Oh my god. I'm sorry, me and Matthew are the same person. Oh Jesus. trying to grab a flower from out of my vase, a fake ass flower, and just like, here you go, Matthew. But then it messed up my whole thing. So this wasn't worth it. Okay, we fix. Lovely.
I love bands from the 60s or 70s, like the Doors and the Beatles and the Stones. And
mainly, I like EDM with like Kygo and those artists.
Alexis likes a little bit of everything. I want to say she likes a lot of alternative and also indie pop, but also a little bit of like EDM and rap in there too. So like a little bit of everything.
Not country.
Except not country.
Dude, I see so many people that say that, like, they're like, I like all types of music except country can fucking go to hell. Like, I don't know why everybody so, like, blatantly hates country. Unpopular opinion time. Country, like, newer country, not that bad, kind of some bops in there, and by that I mean all of the popular songs are bangers.
I think you're all safe for now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going to like sporting events, specifically on a date? And if you say yes, I guess, like what type? You know?
Particularly, I wouldn't be too fond of that, but I definitely could entertain it or whatever if like she wanted to go. I guess I would prefer a basketball game though. That's probably be my favorite. Yeah.
If we're going on a date at a sporting event, I would say I don't really watch a lot of sports, but I can, definitely get down and really listen and pay attention and stuff like that. It would be basketball, soccer, or possibly football.
Okay, basketball, soccer. I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that, Matthew. You were on such a roll. And then you say that you'd like to go to a soccer game.
Bro.
I think if I were going to take her on a date, I would take her to like a hockey game, like something really high energy like that, or like they said, a basketball game, because I think that's like really cool. So
I play basketball. I'm on my team, so I love basketball too. But I'm gonna go with basketball.
I don't think I'll bring her to a sporting event unless she like specifically likes a sport. But if I had to choose, it'd probably be baseball.
Alexis likes her basketball.
She loves the Knicks. Yeah. She's a diehard Knicks fan, so
going to see their game tonight.
Going to the game tonight. So unfortunately, if you didn't say basketball, you're out.
Matthew was lasting a little bit too long for my liking. I don't know why I'm like so pinpoint focused on him. Actually, we all know it's because I'm secretly in love with him. But if he wins, I would be very upset.
Sometimes it's good to get eliminated because you could meet somebody else with a prettier smile and a better connection that you could get married to and have wonderful children.
Oh no! Jesus! He's like, oh yeah, it's good that I lost. I mean, I can find someone so much better than her. I'm really leaning into this like whole douche thing.
Good luck, man.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. Thank you. Good luck, man. Give it to you.
Okay, I know sometimes this can be kind of a hard choice, but if you had to choose, would you go for like chocolatey type candies or like the sour type candies? You know what I'm talking about? Which one?
How does this decide if they're gonna be a good match or not? I'm sorry, but this game show makes no sense. Like, just because someone is like alike in the questions that you choose to ask doesn't mean that they're gonna be a good match. Like, oh, you like sour candies, I like chocolate candies. We can't be together. That is a deal breaker.
I'm sorry.
I've always ever loved sour candy. I don't know why.
Oh, Matthew, wrong answer. You're gonna get out and you don't have to date her. Oh no.
There's just something about sweet tarts and like those sour tart ropes or whatever. They're just so good.
I like the chocolate stuff, like the chocolate bars and stuff like that.
I mean, I like both. I don't know. I don't have like a strong opinion, but I'm gonna go. I guess chocolate, but I don't have. Both are fine. But actually, more chocolate. I don't know.
Alexis likes chocolate better than sour candies.
She loves a Crunch bar.
Crunch.
Oh my god, mad respect. Crunch bars, so underrated, but they're so good. They're so good. No one ever fucking buys them. Like, for Halloween, when you're, like, going out, I was just hoping to get a Crunch bar, and I get, like, one out of, like, the 200 pieces of candy I've got. Oh, yeah, I went hard on Halloween.
Matthew, unfortunately, you're out. So in 30 seconds.
Wait, why doesn't he get one of those, like, pink things with the breaking hearts around it? He just doesn't get a speech? My man Matthew is being cheated on his camera time. Give my boy some clout.
So in 30 seconds, tell me why you pick Alexis and why we should pick you for Alexis.
Well, first off, I think that, you know, if I get to know Alexis, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of stuff in common, obviously, because we're still here. But as I get to know her, I guess we'll have like a sort of bond, a connection, and I think that eventually it'll just be good.
I'm sorry. Chris's answer, kind of weak. Like, I understand that they gotta come up with it on the spot, because, like, I'm assuming they don't get the questions before and it's, like, not scripted. It doesn't seem scripted. I mean, Chris's answer, come on, bro. Like, you could be a little bit more articulate than what you were, you know?
I mean, we had a lot of similarities. You know, you go into this not knowing what the person's gonna be like. You know, loves the Knicks, loves basketball, crunch bars. Oh, that's definitely the way to go. Scary movie thing. I don't know. I just like a lot of similarities, and it'd be really fun to get to know you. So, yeah.
You know, even though that was like a really laid back answer and like there wasn't really any persuasive content at all, I feel like he was really leaning heavily into the whole premise of like being the exact same person means that you're gonna work out in a relationship. And I mean, it's probably gonna work. Like, his answer just seemed a lot better than Chris's. I don't know.
So stop. Unfortunately, Chris, you are not the most compatible match for Alexis.
Bye, Alexis.
Oh my god, he is so tall. Jeez. I did not realize that. I mean, she did say at the beginning that she would like a tall guy, but this kid is like 6'5".
Hi. Nice to meet you. Well, Alexis, this is Billy, and as you heard, you guys had a lot in common. Nick's, he plays basketball.
Crunch bars.
Crunch bars.
Can't
You
forget
both
about
love your
those.
chocolatey snacks.
It was also like seeing the way, when we would give the answer that you preferred, like seeing the way that he reacted to it, you could just tell that like it wasn't just like an us liking him, like he liked you too. And I kind of
You got a lot of feedback, so. Well, that's cool. Yay.
The bay has been picked and there's 3 minutes left in this video. Please explain that. This is playing an ad and it's messing up my feng shui. This shit at the end, like that I'm watching right now, is literally all exactly. So, okay, I'm probably gonna cut all of like the actual video out because it's boring as fuck. But everything that I've been watching right now is literally the exact same thing that they were talking about like with Billy and like that Billy and whatever the girl's name is was talking about before that, and then it repeats again after with like all of the girls. All right, and that wraps it up. I mean, it was pretty entertaining. I don't know, like, it's cringy and it's a stupid premise, and all of the answers are probably on the spot, so they're kind of stupid, but I don't know, it's entertaining in some weird way. I was kind of bummed though, because in like all of the episodes that I've seen, there's always like one really weird person who just, they only last like 1 or 2 rounds, but their answers are so strange, and like every time it comes to them, I'm like, oh my god, I want to hear you talk again because you're so like weird. Like, all the guys were pretty normal. I mean, Matthew, if you're watching this, you're definitely not, but hit a girl up. Oh my god, trying to think of something to say. I've slid all the way down in my chair. Yes, but I think that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you haven't already, you definitely should, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye. Wink.